Close your eyes for a second. Imagine the best thing you have ever eaten in your life. That moment when the taste hit your tongue, and for just 1 second, everything else disappeared. Now, what if I told you that feeling? That moment of pure, perfect taste? In Jannah, that is the lowest level of pleasure. Not the peak, not the best, the lowest. Science has studied human taste for over 200 years. They've mapped every taste receptor in your body. They know exactly how flavor works. And yet, what Islam describes about the food of Jannah is something science has no category for. No framework, no explanation, nothing. Today, we're going to find out exactly what that means. Let's start with what we know. Your tongue has approximately 10,000 taste buds. Each one contains receptor cells that send signals to your brain. And here is the remarkable thing. Science has confirmed that humans can only detect 5 basic tastes: sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and umami. 5. That's it. Everything you have ever eaten. Every meal your mother made. Every celebration. Every comfort food. All of it was a combination of just 5 signals. Harvard neuroscientists discovered something else too. The taste you experience is not just in your tongue. Up to 80% of what you taste is actually smell. Your brain constructs the flavor. It builds it from smell, texture, memory, and emotion all combined, which means your experience of taste is limited by your biology, limited by your nose, limited by your memory, limited by your human body. Allah says in Surah As-Sajdah, Ayah 17, "No soul knows what comfort has been hidden for them as a reward for what they used to do." Hidden. Not just unknown, hidden. What Allah has prepared for believers in Jannah is beyond the capacity of the human mind to imagine. And now, let's find out what the Prophet actually told us. In Jannah, there are rivers, not 1, not 2. Allah describes in Surah Muhammad, Ayah 15, 4 rivers that flow through paradise, rivers of water that never go stale, rivers of milk whose taste never changes, rivers of wine that brings only delight, no headache, no harm, and rivers of pure, clear honey. On Earth, honey is one of the most complex foods known to science, containing over 200 compounds, natural sugars, antioxidants, and enzymes. Scientists still don't fully understand all its properties. In Jannah, that is a river, flowing, endless, perfect. Then there is the fruit. Allah says in Surah Al-Waqiah, Ayahs 28-33, the people of Jannah will be among thornless lotus trees, clustered plantains, extended shade, flowing water, and abundant fruit, never ending and never forbidden. Never ending, never forbidden. On Earth, even the most beautiful fruit goes bad. It rots, it runs out, the season ends. Scientists call this entropy, the natural tendency of all physical things to decay. In Jannah, entropy does not exist. The Prophet said, reported in Sahih Muslim, that a single bunch of grapes in Jannah would take a rider on horseback an entire month to pass. 1 bunch of grapes. 1 month to ride past it. And then, the most extraordinary detail of all. The Prophet described in Sahih Bukhari that in Jannah, a believer will never feel hunger, never feel thirst. And yet, the desire to eat and drink will still exist. Not from need, but from pure, endless pleasure. On Earth, neuroscience tells us that hunger and pleasure are connected. The dopamine system ties eating to survival. You enjoy food because your body is rewarding you for staying alive. In Jannah, survival is not a concern. Yet the pleasure remains. Allah kept the joy. He removed the need. Science has no category for that. Now I want to pause, because this video would be incomplete without the other side. Because in Islam, Jannah and Jahannam are not separate topics. They are 2 destinations. And both have food. Allah describes in Surah As-Saffat the tree of Zaqqum, a tree that grows from the bottom of hellfire. Its fruit like the heads of devils. The people of Jahannam will eat from it, and then drink boiling water on top of it. Scientists who study severe burns know that the body's pain receptors, nociceptors, send distress signals to the brain that override every other sensation. Nothing else exists when that signal fires. Yet Allah tells us in Surah An-Nisa, Ayah 56, that in Jahannam when the skin is burned away, it is replaced, so the punishment is felt again, fully, without end. This is not cruelty for cruelty's sake. It is a warning, placed here so that you and I, while we still have time, choose differently. Think about someone you love, a parent, A child? A friend. Imagine sitting with them in a garden that never ends. Food in front of you that is beyond anything you tasted on earth. No hunger, no pain, no time pressure, no sadness. The Prophet said, in Musnad Ahmad, that the people of Jannah will eat and drink, and angels will come to them saying, "You have health without sickness, youth without old age, pleasure without pain, and life without death, forever, forever." That is what Allah has kept hidden for those who believe. And the price of that forever? The few decades you are living right now. Science can map your 10,000 taste buds. It can explain the chemistry of honey, the biology of hunger, the neuroscience of pleasure, but it cannot explain a joy that has no need, a taste that has no limit, a meal that never ends. For that, you need Islam. So I want to ask you something, and I genuinely want your answer in the comments. When you think about the food of Jannah, what do you imagine on your table? Tell me below. If this video made you see Jannah differently, share it with someone who needs this reminder today. And if you want to keep seeing Islam the way it was always meant to be seen, clear, honest, and backed by knowledge, subscribe to Visible Deen. Because the truth has always been visible.